All right, good evening, everyone. You are welcome to today's class. My name still remains as Yakubu Karim. So I'm still the lead instructor and the founder of the SmartMaths Academy. Today is day 2 of our revision classes for mathematics 2026 Lagos BECE. So yesterday, we looked at some basic topics. So we looked at equations, we looked at simultaneous equations, linear inequalities. We also looked at what is it called quadratic equations. So today, and from our survey, from our poll we had yesterday, it shows that everybody that attended yesterday's class got it right. So we can see that 1 and 2, so which means excellent and good. So from your end, so that is the reason why there's nothing for us to go back. So we go straight to the point today. And what are we looking at today? Can someone remind us? I put it to the group. Okay, today. What are we looking at? Can someone remind us in the? Okay, I've disabled the chat. Sorry for that. I've disabled the chat. So for those that are just joining us, so we have disabled the chat, and the reason for that is for concentration. I want you to concentrate. Just concentrate on the screen. Don't go to the chat. Concentrate on the screen so that you can get the best out of this class today. Then once it's time for us to interact, to ask questions, I will open it so that you can ask your questions, then I will answer the questions. Then let's get started. Time is not on our side. So now let's move to the next stage here. So the topics we are looking at today, we are looking at angles, triangles, and trigonometric ratios. So under this, we have bearing, angle of elevations, and depression. We have a lot of, today is loaded compared to yesterday. And one of the topics that actually gives students problem is this. And let me tell you, the topics we have today, I will tell you that it's one of the simplest topics in mathematics. So I'm going to take it from the scratch for you. If you understand it as we progress. So like angles, if you understand angles very well, Pythagoras theorem will not give you problem. Trigonometry, if you understand Pythagoras, trigonometry will not give you problem. We are going to draw a line of demarcation between Pythagoras theorem and trigonometric ratios. Then, understanding of Pythagoras theorem and trigonometric ratios will help you to understand bearing and angles of elevation and depression. They are so simple. All right. So let's start with angles. When we talk about angles, specific angle is talking about angle is the distance between two lines that meet at a particular point. Let me give you an instance. If I have a line like this is a line here, and I have another line. These two lines here, they are meeting at this point. So the distance you have between the two lines, this place like this, is what we refer to as what? Angle. So which means for angle, for you to get angle, you must have two lines that form together. Understanding of this will really help you. Please, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. All right. So that is what we refer to as angle. Angle. So understand, please. I want you to get something here because the next stage we are going, if you miss this part, you struggle with the next thing we are going to be looking at. You are going to struggle with it. So angle, the meaning of angle is very important in this context. So angle is formed by two lines meeting at a particular point. Take note of that. Now we now have different types of angles. If you look at the note I have there, I said angles are the distance or changes in dimension between two lines or surfaces diverging from the same point measured in degrees. Angles are measured in what? In degrees. So we now have different types of angles. Please don't forget, I'm going to release this material after the class so they can go through it with the video. So we now have different types of angles. We have acute angle. Acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Take note of that. Angle, any angle that is between 0 and 89 is what we call at what? Acute angle. It's between 0 degrees to 89 degrees. I hope I'm making sense. Why 90 degree is called a right angle, or we call it square corner sometimes. So a quarter turn of a revolution. A revolution is 360. But when you start from a point, you now rotate and come back to that point. That is a revolution. So a right angle is 90 degrees. Then we have obtuse angles. Obtuse angle is an angle that is more than 90 degrees but less than 180. So it is between 91 degrees and 179 degrees. I hope I'm making sense. Then we have a straight line. Angles on a straight line. So angle on a straight line is 180. A straight line, when you have a straight line like this, what you have there is going to be what? 180 degrees. You can see it's following a particular pattern. Then we have reflex angle. Reflex angle is an angle that is greater than 180 but less than 360, which means it's between 181 degrees to 259 sorry, excuse me, 259 degrees. Then there's another one I did not put here. We have, okay, it's there already. So others that I want to explain that this is complementary angles. So complementary angles is when we're talking about two or more angles that add up to 90 degrees, or two angles whose measures add up to exactly 90 degrees is called complementary angles. When they are placed next to each other, they form a perfect right angle. When you put them beside each other, for example, if I have this and I have, this is a square corner. So any angle we have between them, this angle and this angle here, is what is a complementary angle. While supplementary angles are two angles that sum up to 180 degrees. If you can add two angles together and your answer gives you 180 degrees, then such angles are called supplementary angles. And the last one here is what we call conjugate angles. All these, they are in your past questions. I saw some of them. Conjugate angles are a pair of angles whose sum is exactly 360. When you add angles together and it gave you 360, then it's called conjugate angles. Please, if what I've just explained is clear to you, please, I want you to give me a thumbs up, please, thumbs up. Mm. So if this is clear, let me know. All right, that's very good, very good. Thank you, thank you. Let me take a screenshot of this. Yes. All right, all right. So that is that on the types of angles. The types of angles. So let's move to the next one. The two. All right. So that is that. So let's now go into another part. Now, so here now, so we're going to have some. I want to I will enable the chat room now. So I will enable the chat for you to talk. Okay. So I've enabled the chat now. So I want us to look at the first one. What type of angle is the first one? In that is A. What type of angle? Please type it in the comments. What type of angle is the first one? That is A. Is it showing? Oh, my screen is not showing. Oh, that part is not showing. Okay, I'm coming. I think it's network. Let me reshare. Okay, I'm sorry. Someone said it's okay. So you have seen that. Okay. So I'm not seeing from my hand. That's why I'm a bit curious. Please, can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen? Let me
Loading,
know if you
loading,
can see
loading,
my screen.
loading. Yes,
It's loading.
it's
Okay.
on now. It's on now. It's on now.
Okay. Okay. I'm expecting it to. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what is it? What was the first one? Excuse me. What was the first one? The first one. You can't see. Okay. Okay. Some say you can't see. Some say you can see. All right. We can't see it. Oh,
They should try to restart their
in fact,
device. You can log out and log in.
okay. Okay. Someone is acute. So that is acute angle. Very good. That is an acute angle. All right. Okay. That is an acute angle. You should be able to see it now. Okay. You should be able to see now because I can see it from my hand here. Okay. That's good. So that is an acute angle. The second one, what type of angle is that? The second one, B. Please put that in the comments. Obtuse angle because is more than 90 degrees. So next one, C. What type of angle is that one? Obtuse as well. Good. What about D? D, that's not reflex. That's not obtuse. It's not reflex. D is not reflex. D is not reflex. It's acute. Very good. Someone has answered that. That is acute. That is acute. Okay, E. What type of angle is E? 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 E. You know, okay, for E, let me explain something. Where the angle is outside here like this. Aha, that is where the angle is. So that is reflex. So it's outside. Adimi, what you are look they ask you is the one that you have inside here. Aha. So that will be acute. So the outside of it will be what reflex. So this one, F is what? F, that is inside. Acute, very good. Acute. Alicia, well done. And then G in Phoenix, G. What is G? Acute. No, 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 no. G is not acute. Reflex. G is reflex. Very good. And the last one is no, last one. That is H. Obtuse. Very good. I tell. Yes, very good. Obtuse. Very good. So we can move on now. So happy about that. Okay. Now, this is where the real work is. Angles between lines. Excuse me. Angles between lines. Under this, we'll be looking at these 5 theories or theorems. We're going to look at alternate angles, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles, co-interior angles, angles at a point. Let me inform you, all of them are very simple. And I'm going to give you the shortcuts to identify them. Just pay attention to me. So while you are doing that, let me disable the charts so that we can concentrate. Okay, that has been done. Now disable that so that we can concentrate. All right. So we have alternate angles. Now, before we go into that, there's what we call parallel lines. Parallel lines. Understanding of parallel lines, you make you to understand this. When we talk about parallel lines are lines that can never meet. Take note of that. Parallel lines are lines that can never meet. No matter how you extend the line, they will never meet. For example, if I should write a line like this, draw a line, sorry, I'll draw another line like this. These two lines are parallel. If I should extend it and they did not meet. But in as much I have two lines like this, I have another line like this. You notice that by the time we start extending these ones, they will still meet at a particular point. So which means these two lines are not parallel. Now we have something that we use to denote that two lines are parallel, and that is arrow. We use arrow to do that. Anytime you see something like this on lines, it shows that the two lines are parallel. So under this, we now have about four theorems we are going to bring out from this. When you have you have parallel lines and transversal. The line that crosses it here is called transversal. 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 Hope you are with me. Okay, good. Give me a thumbs up if you are with me. You are following me. If you are following, let me know. Okay, good. Thank you for that. Very good. Thank you. That's okay. So let's move on. Okay, so that's transversal. So we are now going to start looking at it one by one. Don't forget what I told you at the beginning, that an angle is formed by what? Two lines converging at a particular point. This is where we are going to make use of it most. Now we're going to start with the first one, alternate angles. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. When we talk about alternate angles are also referred to as Z angles, and they are equal. When two angles are alternate, they are equal. How do we identify that? Very, very simple. So we have parallel lines like this. So as the line is, we cannot conclude that it is parallel until you see arrows on them. All right? If you don't see arrow on them, they are not parallel. So let's say we have a transversal here. All right? We now have an angle here. Okay, let me use another color. We have an angle here. We have another angle here. So please, I want you to take note of what I'm doing. This is A, this is B. All right. So now this angle A, anytime you are given question like this, and you can see parallel lines and transversal, the first thing you should do is that the angles you have there and the angles you are looking for, look at the lines that form the angles. Look at the lines that formed the angles. So the lines that form the first angle A is this line and this line. I hope you can see that. While the line that formed angle B is this line and this line. Can you see that? If I should connect this line together, what you are going to see is that it is forming something like Z. Forming something like Z. So anytime, that's why we call it Z angles. So anytime you have two angles forming Z like this, that angles are called alternate angles and they are equal. So we say alternate angles, alternate angles are equal. Please, if that is clear, please give me a thumb up. Please give me a thumb up if it's clear to you. I want to see your answer. If it's clear, very good. Very good. I love that. Excuse me. Continue. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I hope that is very clear. That is alternate angles. and they are equal. So that means A is equal to what? Is equal to B. Please let me drink water, please. Let me drink water. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So the next one is we have talked about alternate angles, then corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, let me write it here. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So corresponding angles are also referred to as F angles. F angles. F angles. So F angles, oh, the page has finished. I did not leave enough space. Okay, let me bring it here. So when we have F angles, so let me put it here. We have a line like this. We have another line like this. So these two lines, they are parallel. Don't forget, you must see arrow there. Then we have a transversal. So we now have this angle here and this angle here. So the first step is that you look for the lines that form the angles. This is A and this is B. So this line forms the first angle, these lines. And for the second one, it is formed by this line and this line. If you join these together, it's giving us F. And the F is backward. It can be backward. So that means A is equal to what? Is equal to B. F angles are also what? Equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Excuse me. I hope that is very clear to you. If that is clear, please thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Thank you. That's okay. Good. Now the next one is vertically opposite angle. That one is very simple. I'm going to do that one here. Let me put that one. Let me look for a space. Okay, let's use this place. Let's come here. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So this one is X angles. X angles. It's going to give us X. How? So this one has nothing to do with parallel lines. It has nothing to do with parallel lines. So anytime you see lines like this, the angles like this angle, this is, let's say this one is X and this one is Y. You can see the line that form the angle X is this line and this line. Can you see that? And the line that form Y is this line and this line. That gives us X. You can see that is why it's called X angle. So X is equal to Y. So X angles are equal. X angles are equal. That's vertically opposite angles are equal. I hope I'm making sense. So if I'm making sense, so please give me a thumbs up, please. Okay. Now the next one is we are going to look at co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. I need to find a space to write this. Okay, let me do it here. Co-interior. I don't want to erase anything so that you have something to read when I send it to you. Co-interior. Interior angles. Under co-interior angles, this one has to do with parallel lines. We have two parallel lines here. So this is the arrow. We have this. So the two co-interior angles will give us something like uh, C, something like C that looks like this. It will look like C here. So the angle here and the angle here, if this is X and this is Y, so this is what we call co-interior angles. So co-interior angles, so I'll write something now. Co-interior angles add up to 180. Co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. So that means X plus Y is equal to 180 degrees. So that is co-interior angles. I hope that is clear. Okay. So the last one we have here is angles at a point or angles around a point. Angles around a point or angles at a point. So some of angles at a point add up to 180 degrees, 360 degrees. Angles at a point. Angles at a point. So angles at a point, this add up to 360 degrees. 360 degrees. So we are going to look at examples. We look at examples, then we can move on to the next stage. I will be able to take questions. So let's go to question mode now. So we have some. Okay, let's start from this one. Where's the first one? Oh, oh, I didn't copy everything. Okay, let's start with the first one here. Let's find the value of x and y here. The value of x and y in the first one, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Now, x, if you look at angle x and angle y and 118, the lines that form angle y is this line, or are these lines rather, this line and this line. And this 118 is formed by this line and this line. You can see Z going backward. So which means this y here is also 180 degrees. So what is the theorem here? Is it alternate angle or is it corresponding angle? Is it alternate angle or corresponding angle? So because it is Z, that is alternate angles. Then if you look at X and 118, that is co-interior angles, because the two of them, they are inside. Their inside is forming a line like this. All right. So that means 180 minus 118. So to get x now, it will be 180 minus 118. So when you remove 18 from 80, that gives you 62. So the answer is equal to 62. X is equal to 62 degrees. So that is how you get that. Okay. Then let's go to the next one, B. So x, if you look at x, this line is formed by this and this and this. So we are seeing F backward. So that means this is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. F upside down and backward. So it's still the same thing. You must see F. So that means X is equal to what? 52 degrees. 52 degrees. X is 52 degrees. Sorry. 52 degrees. Then Y, you see Y and X, they are on a straight line. So which means when you add them together, it will give us 180. And we have known the value of x to be 52. So which means to know the value of y, we what? We subtract 52 from 180. And that will give us what? 128. All right. So that is that on this one. And the last one here. Okay. So angles at the, I'm coming. So I'm not going to solve everything. So we can look at, so by the time I send this to you, you can solve some of them. It's very straightforward. Yes. So let's look at some past papers. So 2023, question 29. The reflex angle between the minute hands and hour hands of a clock at 8:30. So here you have to draw it. Let's draw the circle. This is 12, this is 6, this is 9, this is 3. So 4 and 5 will be here, 7 and 8 will be here, 10 and 11 here, 1 and 2 here. Now, have at 8:30, that means 8:30. 8:30. So the small hand will be on 8, while the big hand will be on what? On 6. This is 8:30. So the question asks you to find the angle between the hour hand. So which means you are looking for this angle here, this small angle. So what you are now going to do is this. You know, the whole of the angles there is 360. So between 6 and 8, we have 2. That will be 2 out of the 12 that we have on the circle. Multiply by 360. Are you with me? So 2 here, 1, 2 here, 6. 6 here, that is what? 6. That gives us what? 60. The reflex, the question asks the reflex. Wait, I'm coming. The reflex angle between the minute and the hour hands of the clock at 8:30. 60, I'm coming. The reflex angle is the one we have outside here. Outside here. That's the reflex angle. 8:30. Because it is, when the clock hand is moving, that this one beyond must have moved beyond 8. So this is going to be in between 8 and 9, and that is going to give us what? 2.5. From here to here is 1, 2, 2.5. So this is going to be 2.5 over 12 times 360. 360. So that is for the one inside. But what we are looking at is the one outside. The one outside. So when you take away 2.5 from 12, that will give you a 9.5. So which means this is going to be 9.5 over 12. 9.5 over 12 times 360. Let's see what we're going to get with our calculator here. 9.5 divided by 12 times 360. This gives 284.9. So this gives us 284.9. Approximately, it's going to be 285 degrees. And that gives us the option A. So this one is in 2023. But if care is not taken, it's okay, 8:30. The small hand, the hour hand will still be on 8. No, it must have moved away from 8 by half because it is half. I hope that is clear. Okay, move to the next one. So this is another one. This is 2025. Question 24. Calculate the value of A plus B degree from the figure shown on the left hand. Now, analysis of this one is this. You can see the parallel lines there. So that parallel lines is what we are going to use to get our answer. So now, since this line you have there, we now format. Okay, let me redraw it so that I can explain it better. I have a line here. We have another line. Let me draw it properly. We have this is the first line. Another one goes like this. We have another line like this. This line and this line, they are parallel. So this angle here is 35 degrees. This angle here is B. This angle, there we have angles here. Just look at what is going to happen. This is A and this is 25. You know, we talked about co-interior angles. So the angle B and the whole of this angle here will give us what 180. So that means we have B plus A plus 25 must be equal to what 180 degrees. So, but the question says we should find the value of A plus B. So A plus B is the same thing. A plus B equals to 180 degrees minus 25 degrees. So this will give us 155 degrees. And that's option C. So I think we are going to stop here. That's the end of this one of angles between lines. So let me now open the chat and the room for us to ask questions before we move to the next one. We have a lot to cover today. So let me open that. So I open the you can unmute yourself now. You can raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have questions. Ms. Hassan. So let's watch that. So raise your hand if you have question, please. Do you have any hands up? Yes, we have enough hands
Yes,
up.
we have one. Patricia. Patricia.
Okay.
Patricia.
Patricia, I've allowed you to talk now. So what's your question?
The sum of angle on a line, is it 180?
Yes, 180. Please, Miss Hassan, some people are writing yama yama on my screen.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If I should get you, you are gone. No, you better you stop what you are doing. Okay. I tell.
So,
All right. Okay.
sorry, sir.
Ask your
Sir,
question.
sir, why did you
Sam,
not use 35 degrees? Why do you use 25 instead?
Your question again. It's not clear.
Sir,
Why is
why
that?
did you use 35 degrees instead of 25?
Why did I use 25? 35 degrees.
35 degree is 25.
No, it's 25 that is there now. I use 25. This is 25 here now. I'm not using this one. I don't need this one at all. I don't need 35 at the top here. So what I'm doing. B plus everything here is 180. That is what we call co-interior angle. I'll put it in the front. Co-interior. If it's in YX, all right, if it's in YX, so they will ask you to give reasons. Even if you are not asked in theory, you must give the reason why you are adding them and you are equating them to 180. But in your own case, it is objective we are looking at. This is objective question. They don't need the reason. I hope that is clear. I've answered that. So let's have another question. I can see
question.
Ezekiel.
Khadija Awolabi.
My question, that's the picture you are showing now, that down can be. I was thinking that if there's another method of doing it, you were saying co-interior angle. I was thinking that find the angle of 180 with that 35, then you find the B, and you find the 90 degree of the 25, then you find the A, and then you divide it by 180. You minus it by 180. Can you get the answer that way?
Of course, you can do that. Let me quickly show you that. Very good of you. I love that. You see this 35 degrees. angle 35 degrees, and the whole of angles here, the whole of, I'm coming. I've erased that.
You don't face.
Aha. So the whole of A plus B, A plus 25 is equal to 35. So you can use to find the value of A, which is 35 minus 25. That gives us 10.
Abi owó
All
tẹ̀
right.
gbé fún ọdídé.
Ah, who is this? Who is this? Ah, oh, some people have unmuted themselves. Okay, let me mute. I've disabled the audio again. You can see the abuse. Because I released it, you are not abusing it. If you are not the one talking, you don't have to unmute yourself. That's the way you are just disturbing our class. It's like you are in a party. So as I was explaining, me and myself, you can see the kind of distraction. So I've explained, I will find the value of A now. So we can find the value of B. So to find the value of B, that is B plus 35 equals to 180. That's angles on a straight line. So then B will be equal to 180 minus 35 degrees. And that gives what? 145 degrees. So what we are asked to look for is to find the value of A plus B. So A is 10 and B is 145. So that gives us 155, which is still the same thing. But if you look at the process of this one, it's quite longer than what I just did for you. How many lines can you see the first one? Just 3 lines. So if you know most of all these theorems, it will make your work to be faster and a very easier for you to do. So you not go through the long process before you get the answer. So I think we are going to stop the question here. So for the next one. So after the next one, I will allow you to talk again. So we can move on now. All right. I hope that is okay. All right. So let's go to the next one. We have Pythagoras theorem. That's the next question. The next topic. Pythagoras theorem. You can't run away from this as well in your exam. Pythagoras theorem um, is, I don't want to go into the genesis of Pythagoras theorem, but the law is that when you are dealing with Pythagoras theorem deals with right angle triangle. It deals with what? Right angle triangle. And what is a right angle triangle? And a triangle that has a right angle. That is, it has angle 90 degrees. So for you to now understand Pythagoras theorem, you should be able to label all the sides in that triangle, in a right angle triangle. You should be able to label all of them. How? How are you going to label them? So we have what we call hypotenuse, we have opposite, we have adjacent. Oh, this one, this one's supposed to be adjacent. That's typo error. Sorry for that. This is adjacent. I will explain. Hypotenuse is the line. It is the side that is facing the angle 90 degrees. The side that is facing, that is directly opposite the angle 90 degrees, is what we call hypotenuse. While the side that is directly opposite the angle we are considering, it is called the opposite. While the third line is what? Is the adjacent. It is important you understand this. If you don't understand this, there's going to be a problem. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'll just give you a quick test. I'm going to draw another right angle triangle now. I'll just allow just few of you to do. I'm going to put this angle we are considering. I'll put A here, I'll put B here, I'll put C here. So what you are going to do for me now, you are going to tell me, I'll open the chat room now. You tell me the value of A, you tell me the value of B. So I've opened the chart now. So what is the name of A? What is the name of B? What is the name of C? I want to see it in the chart. I want to see in the chart now. What is the I've opened the chart now. I've opened the chart. You can chart now. B, someone said B is opposite. Someone said A is adjacent. Okay. So someone said C is hypotenuse. Okay. I want more. I want more. I want more. I want more. Okay. So that's very good. That's very good. So that's good. That is good. Okay. Everybody, yes, you all got it. Oh, someone wrote B is adjacent. No, 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 no. B is not adjacent. In Phoenix, you wrote B is adjacent. That's not adjacent. B is opposite because it is directly facing the angles we are considering. So B is opposite in this case. B is not adjacent. C is hypotenuse because it is directly opposite the angle 90 degrees. I hope that is very clear. Okay, so if that is okay, I think we can, let's continue. I'll disable it again so that we can concentrate. All right, very good of you. Thank you for the thumbs up, Esther. All right. Okay. Mr. Um, Mr. Hassan, please take note of anyone that wrote rubbish in the group on the chat room. Please just remove the person. No need to mention the person's name. If you don't do what I ask you to do, it means you are here to play, and we are not here to play. Just remove the person from the course straight. I hope that is clear. Okay, we'll move on. So that is that. Now, uses. What do we use the Pythagoras theorem for? We use Pythagoras theorem to find sides of a right angled triangle. So we now have two ways. So we use a theorem whereby we use it. So what is the rule itself? Hypotenuse squared equals to opposite squared plus adjacent squared. That is what I have it here. Hypotenuse squared equals to opposite squared plus adjacent squared. Now we have questions here. We have these questions here. We have to find for each right angle triangle, work out x. So I'm going to do the first one, then I'll allow you to go and do the rest on your own. So the first one here, so the first step, whenever you are given this type of question, is that label the sides. Find which one is opposite, which one is adjacent. Now let's take note of this. The opposite and adjacent sometimes might be interchangeable, because if you are not given this angle, like this one, we don't know the angles we are considering. You just pick any of the other two sides as opposite and adjacent, but the hypotenuse will remain the same. It will not change. So hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse. I'll put h there. So I can put this one is opposite and this one is what? Adjacent. So in this case, we are looking for hypotenuse. And hypotenuse squared, the rule is hypotenuse squared equals to opposite squared plus adjacent squared. So hypotenuse is x, I'll put x squared. Opposite is 3, I'll put 3 squared. Plus adjacent is 4, I'll put 4 squared. So that gives me x squared equals to 9 plus 16. So that means x squared equals to 25. Don't forget, what we are looking for is x. So we find the square root of what? X. So that means x equals to square root of 25. Equals to what? Equals to 5 centimeters. Is that clear? If that is clear to you, please, I want to see the thumbs up before I proceed. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. I love those of you that are following me back to back. Okay, let's move on. let's move on to the next one. So you can try the rest. I've solved one, so you can try the rest. So what we are going to do now is that we are moving to past papers. Now, what is happening? So I want to quickly explain a situation whereby you are not looking for the hypotenuse, you are looking for the opposite. You just interchange the formula. So which is, let's say for example, you are looking for opposite. So it's going to be opposite squared equals to hypotenuse squared minus adjacent squared. So that is what you are going to have. All right. Okay, that is that on that. So let's move to past papers. So we have this question, 2025 last year. So we have this. I'm not going to read what you have there. So I'll just look at the diagram. So, but what the question say, calculate the height of the pole. Okay, let's read this. So the structure below shows two strings, AP. Okay, this is AP and BP. That is 5 meters and 4 meters. Holds a street electricity pole. So this is electricity pole, PC. So given that AB is equal to BC, calculate the height of the pole. Given that the area of triangle PAC is 27 meters squared. Triangle PAC, that the whole of the triangle is 27 meters squared. Now, so the first thing is that what is area of a triangle? For this level, I will give you, we have about 3 formulas for calculating area of triangle. But the ones they ask us to use here is half base times height. Half, sorry, half base times height. What is this? It's not writing. So half base times height. So we have been given that the area is what? 27 meters squared. But in this question, we are not given the base. We are not given the base. We are not given the height. What are we going to do? But we're told that the angle, the side here, this line AB here, and this line here, they are the same. How do we do that? So I want someone to talk in the comments. Let me open the comments. Let us interact. What do you think we can do here? I've enabled Mr. Hassan, please let me monitor that so I can focus on the screen here. So we are looking for the height. So we don't know the base. Hello? Hello? Mr. Hassan, are you there?
Yes,
Mr.
I'm
Hassan?
there. I'm listening to you. They have not react.
Okay. I want us to react. I want them to talk. Not like that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let us do it alone. What do you think that we can do?
Hope you are seeing the response from the chat.
I don't see that. Use Pythagoras triple method. Okay. Okay. Let me go down. Pythagoras theorem. Use Pythagoras theorem. That triangle, we will use it to solve the equation. Okay. Okay. Any other one? Pythagoras theorem. That's very good. Now that's very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, one thing you are going to notice here is that you notice something from this diagram. I want to take note of this. He has very observant. Let me clean this so that you can get what I'm trying to say. This angle here is 90 degrees. This one is also 90 degrees. That's what they are telling us there. Anytime you see a square corner like that, this is not drawn to scale. When they say something is not drawn to scale, it means that it's not accurately drawn. You understand? So since this one is 90 degrees, so this is going to be hypotenuse. So this will be opposite and this adjacent. We can use that to find the value of this place. When you find the value of that place, so we can use that to find the value of the height. All right. So either ways, we still get the value of the height. How? So this is it. We might not even need this one again to get it. How? I will explain now. So this one will give us what we are looking for is adjacent. So adjacent squared equals to hypotenuse squared minus opposite squared. So that's going to give us 5 squared minus 4 squared. That's adjacent. Adjacent squared. That's going to be 25 minus 16. So which gives us what? 9. So a squared. So a now, adjacent will now be what? Square root of 9, which is going to give us 3. So this place is 3 meters. And mind you, we have been told that AB and BC are the same. This is also going to be what? 3 meters. So we can then use that to find the height of the what? Of the building. Are you with me? Or we use this formula to find the height of the building. How are we going to do that? Very simple. So we have known the base now. So the base is 6 because addition of this place will give us 6 meters. So half times the base, which is 6. The height is what we are looking for, times height equals to 27. So 3 here, 1, 3 here, 2 here, 1, 2 here, 3. That will be 3h equals to 27. Are you with me? You divide both sides by 3. So 3 cancel 3. Then h is equal to 27 divided by 3. That gives us 9 meters. That is option G. So that is that on this one. I hope that is okay. So if that is okay, please let me see your reaction. Oh, sorry. Someone said I'm too fast. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. I hope you got that, Sha. Mm. I'll try to reduce my speed. I can okay. I should recap. Okay, let me recap. Let me recap. Now from here, let me recap from this place. Let me clean this place. Okay. So since this place you are seeing is a right angle triangle, so that means this is hypotenuse. So this is opposite and this is adjacent. So we now use Pythagoras theorem to find the value of the adjacent. That is line AB here. And that's what I do say. A squared equals to A squared minus O squared. So that means H squared is 5 squared. That is 5 squared. Minus O squared. That is 4. 4 squared here. Then 5 squared is 25. Minus 4 squared is 16. 25 minus 16, that gives us 9. So it is not that we are looking for. It's not A squared we are looking for. So we are now going to find the square root of 9. That gives us 3. Now, don't now forget this. We were told initially that AB and BC are the same. And we've known the value of AB to be 3. So which means BC will also be 3. And AC is the length of the base here. So which means everything here will be 6 meters. So it is that 6 meters we are going to use for the base of the triangle. And that is what I use here. So half, that's what I use here, this place. I wrote half times 6 times height equals to 27. We have been given that the area of PAC, that's the whole of the triangle, the big triangle is 27. So that means half times 6 times h equals to 27. 2 we cut 6, that gives 3. We now have 3h equals to 27. Divide both sides by what? By 3. That gives us 27 divided by 3, which gives us what? 9. So that is the explanation of that. I believe that is clear to you now. How did I get 6? The 6 is 3 plus 3. This 3 here plus this 3 here gives me 6. I hope it's clear. The person that asked the question. I hope it's clear. Okay, if that is clear. Okay, yes. From A to C is 6, yes. All right, thank you. I can see some of you are following me back to back. All right. I love that. So please, if you are sending me message, I might not be able to attend to your message. Mr. Hassan, some people joined the group, so you didn't send the link again to the group. That's why I said you should monitor that.
All
That
right.
whoever joined the group,
All right.
so they can attend the
Go
class.
back there. Go back there.
Okay. So please always check that. Okay, so we move on to the next stage. So I sent a number to the group. That's Mr. Hassan number. When I'm in a class like this, if you send WhatsApp message to me, I won't attend to it. Any message you want to send it to that number I posted on the WhatsApp group. If you attend to you, so you will call my attention to it. I cannot do that. If you have anything, ask him question. Okay, let's go. So you might not be able to finish this class. It's loaded. So the same thing, this is also applied to this one. A high rest torque ABC is such that AC is equal to 15 centimeters and the angle BAC is 48. Calculate BC. This one is you are just applying here. Oh, I have not explained this one. I'm not going to do this. I'll come back to this. That is under trigonometric ratio. So we go to trigonometric ratios. So the trigonometric ratios is also under this subtopic. All right. So it's the same thing. That is, we make use of right angle triangle under this one as well too. So I'm not going to. So CAH TOA are the trigonometric ratios. They are basically 3. So that is sine, CAH, and the TOA. So the sine, the so means S there stand for sine theta. That is, the theta is talking about the angles you are considering. Then O there means opposite, while the H means hypotenuse. The same thing goes to CAH. So the C stands for cos theta, while A stands for adjacent, then H stands for hypotenuse. I hope I'm with you. Then TOA, T stands for tan theta, O stands for what? Opposite, and A stands for what? Adjacent. So that is that. Now I'm going to explain how to use this. So we use trig ratios, that is trigonometric ratios, to find both angles and sides of a right angle triangle. So we now have steps that we need to follow to do this. Don't forget that I'm going to give you this note to study after the class. So we use trig ratios to find angles and sides of a right angle triangle. The first step, you identify the considering angle. That is the theta. You identify the considering, that is the theta. Then after identifying that, you identify the what? The hypotenuse and adjacent. You have identified the considering angle at the opposite because the considering angle will be facing the what? Opposite. Then you identify the what? The hypotenuse. That's the longest side that is facing angle 90 degree and the adjacent. You also find that one. After doing that, identify the side or angle you are finding. So the angle the side or angle you have to find, identify that one as well too, and determine the formula to use. So let's now look at how to do that. So we have this question. Find the side of the missing angles in the triangle. So which means in this case we are looking for angle, not side. So the first step is that we are going to label the side, everything. So this is going to be the opposite. This is the hypotenuse. Why is it the opposite? Because it is the side that is facing the angle we are considering. We have identified the angles. So the hypotenuse is facing the right angle, and this is going to be the what? The adjacent. That's the first thing. I believe I'm making sense. Now, what I will advise is that right here, when you know, okay, this, I cannot use Pythagoras theorem here because I have two sides. I'm not looking for the third side. What I'm looking for is what? The angle. So in this case, Pythagoras theorem will not work. It is going to be SOH CAH TOA. That's how you are going to know. Under Pythagoras theorem, you are not looking for angles. You are only looking for sides. You must be given two sides. So when you are given two sides and they are asking you to find the third side, Pythagoras theorem. But under SOH CAH TOA, trigonometric ratios, you might be given one side, one angle, look for one side. Or you are given two sides, look for angle. That's the case of this one. We are given two sides, we are looking for what? One angle. Is that clear? So having known that, we now, okay, this is good. Now, the two sides here that are given is O and A, which means I don't need the hypotenuse. Then I will write out the SOH CAH TOA. So I'm going to ask question now. Now, which of these SOH CAH TOA has O and H? Okay, some people, oh good. Oh, Mr. Hassan, you are not doing what I asked you to do. You are not monitoring what I'm asking you to monitor. Some people are just disturbing here. Please, Mr. Hassan, are you there? Miss Fauzi, are you there? You are co-host, please. Remove those people that are doing something else here.
I'm attending some people.
Please remove them. Please remove them. Those people that are causing nuisance here, please remove them. Remove them. I told you from the beginning, you are not here to play. All right? You are not here to play. You are here to learn. So if you know if you want to play, don't come to my class. I don't tolerate nonsense in my class. Those people that know me know very well. It's either you are in class or you are not in class. If you are in my class, you don't have any other choice than to concentrate. All right? Even if you are in my paid class, if you are in my paid class, you are paying me. If you try anything in my class, I will send you out of my class. If you try nonsense in my class, I will send you out. So I have rules. Math is not a subject you can be playing in class. All right? So if okay, I think we can continue now. Okay, I wanted to ask questions before. Let me continue. So no need to ask questions. I forgot to disable the chat the other time. So now, as we have it here now, so you will now look at, okay, you have what you are looking for is angle. We are given two sides. I don't need the third side. So which of these SOH CAH TOA has O and H? Okay, this one has OH. I don't need this one. This one has AH. I don't need this one. This one has what? OA. This is one I'm looking for. OA. So that means I'm going to make use of what? TOA. You now say using TOA. That's how you determine the one you have to use using TOA. So that means tan theta, you now go and copy the formula here. So that is tan theta. So this case is going to be tan x equals to opposite over adjacent. That is tan x equals to opposite is 3 over adjacent is 6. That is 1 over 2, which is equal to 0.5. Now, in this case, what we are looking for is x, not tan x. Let me write tan x out equal to 0.5. So we are now going to take the tan to the other side. X will remain here. So that is going to be arctan. So it's going to be raised by negative 0.5. Let me see if my calculator will work on the screen. It's not coming up. So what you are going to do is this, very simple. You are going to go to your calculator, via calculator, but your exams, you'll be given hints on how to do that. You'll be given it, okay, tan theta, they will give you the value of tan theta, tan theta 0.5. You'll be given the value. So that's one thing about them, because they are not expecting to come to the class, to the exam with your calculator or your four-figure table. So let me do that here, 0.5. So this gives me 26.6, so which is going to be 27. So 27 degrees. So the answer is 27 degrees. If this is clear, please give me a thumbs up, please. Okay. If it's not clear to you, please thumb down. If it's not clear. Okay, Alicia, I can see that. iPhone, I can see that. Monsura Omolola, I can see that. Ebunlu, I can see that. Ezekiel, I can see that. Okay, let me explain again. So please, it shows that you are following me. I enjoy when students follow my class, so I can go to any length to explain. So I will repeat again from beginning. When you are given this type of question, what you are asked to look for is to find the angle. You are given two sides. The two sides you are given, find what is their name. So the 3 is opposite because it's facing x. The 6 is adjacent. This is hypotenuse, but we don't need this one because we don't have the value. So we don't need it. Is that clear? Good. After that, we now say, okay, in SOH CAH TOA, which of the SOH CAH TOA has O and A? And that is TOA. You can see OA, that is TOA. All right? So that means you are using TOA, which means tan x equals to opposite over adjacent. What is our opposite? 3. Our adjacent, 6. Then you divide. 3 in 3, 1. 3 in 6, that is 2. So 1 over 2 is what? 0.5. Now, and I said, okay, tan x is equal to 0.5. In your exam, we are still going to see that you'll be given the value of this. You'll be given int to the value of this. So how do we do that? Is that when you go to your calculator, you press shift, then you press tan, then you press the figure. But don't worry, you are in JS3. By the time we get to SS1, you will learn how to use your calculator very well. I just want to encourage you. Let me quickly tell you this. During long-term holiday, we usually have holiday lesson, but it's not free. But I bet you, if you attend that holiday lesson, in fact, you will not regret it. In fact, you'll be praying for us because we are going to cover what you are going to learn in school, at least half of the term. And if you continue with us after the holiday, you forget about you don't understand maths again. Because we are going to break everything down into pieces for you. As we are doing it, we'll be assessing you every day. We'll be assessing you. So that's why we encourage you to join the holiday program, holiday lesson that we're going to organize. So more details will be shared with yours on the WhatsApp group by the time we finish your exam. So it's very close. Registration will soon start, and I don't want any one of you to miss out on the registration. So back to this. So that is how to do this one. So now, if it is side that you are asked to find, the case is this one. Find the length of side labeled x. So we are looking for the value of x. We do the same thing. The side you are given and the side you are looking for, what is the side? The side you are given is 10. That is the opposite. The side you are looking for is what? Is the adjacent. Can you see this one again? And if you look at this one, the side we are given is opposite, and the side we are looking for is hypotenuse. I want us to solve this, not this, so you can see it is OH. Write your SOH CAH TOA, write it out, so that you know the one you are going to SOH CAH TOA. You see OH, which one has OH? It is SOH that has OH. Which one we are using SOH? So it should now be what? Using SOH. Using SOH. So using SOH, that means sine 40 degrees in this case equals to opposite, that is 8. Oh, sorry, let me write the formula out first so that you not get confused. So sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse, and that is sine 40 degrees equals to opposite, that is 8, over hypotenuse, that is what? X. This is what we are looking for. So you'll be given it for this one as well. You'll be given it. Okay, sine 40 is this, tan 40 is this, they will tell you that. So in this case, I'm going to find sine 40 degrees here, and that is going to give me 0.6428 equals to 8 over x. So in this case, we cross multiply. When you cross multiply, this is over 1. The x will come and multiply this, and the 1 will come and multiply what? 8. That's what you mean by cross multiplication. So that means we have 0.6428 times x equals to 8. So we now divide both sides by 0.6428. 0.6428. So that means x equals to 8 divided by 0.6428. 8 divided by 0.6428. So this gives 12. Since this one is side, this one gives 12.4. 12.4. So 10.4 centimeters. So that is that on this one. And my battery is low. So this is bearing. So you know this is what's going to happen. The bearing and the angles of elevation and depression. After bearing, that's the next one. Angles of elevation and depression. I'm going to send you what is it called? I have videos on this, well explained in details for bearing and angles of elevation and depression. I would advise you watch it very well. You can watch it multiple times so that you can. So I don't want us to go beyond 9 because I know you have exam tomorrow, so that you can go and relax, sleep, so you can go to school tomorrow. So we are not going to. This is where we're going to stop. Then I can entertain questions from you now. All right, is that okay? So I'm going to open the chat now, and I'll also open the audio as well. Okay, so if you have question, thank you, Alicia. If you have question, you can raise your hand. You can raise your hand. So, Mr. Hassan, we have some hands up. So we can use like 10 minutes for this. You can use 10 minutes for this. I can see your hands up.
Yes, yes.
Okay, someone
Yes,
said
we have
there's no.
Nusrat Alabi.
Okay.
Good
Nusrat
evening, sir.
Alabi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I don't understand the co-interior angles.
Okay. Okay. All right. Co-interior angles. Okay. Noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm also going
Okay.
to, since there is none. Oh.
Okay. Also, we have here
in-
Florence. One.
Okay.
Florence.
Please. Hello. So that I can attend to you properly. My system is low. Let me quickly put on my gen so that it will not go off. All right. So give me a few minutes. Let me quickly put on my gen.
Please hold on. Sorry. Few minutes, please.
Sir. Sir.
Hello. Yes. Kindly hold on. The tutor is coming back shortly. All right.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Pending the tutor is back. You are advised to watch the replay video of the class for the day one, which is yesterday. It's on the group. Likewise, assessment link has been shared yesterday for the one assessment. Today's class, by God's grace as well, we shared on the class group and also with an assessment. For better understanding and practice, we appreciate you all try to take the assessment. And please as well, take enough time to go through the replay video for better understanding. Is that clear, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Just hold on.
All right, so I'm back now. Okay, Mr. Hassan, I'm back.
All right, I know. All right.
Okay.
Florence. Florence came to ask a question. Florence,
Okay.
are you there?
I have a question.
Florence, all right, take your question, Florence.
Please, I don't understand how you got x equals to 12.4 centimeter. Can you do it again?
X equals 12.4 centimeters. Okay. So in that one, I divided 8. It is 8 divided by x is equal to 8. 8 divided by 0. You can take your calculator, 0.6428. 6428. That's how I got 12.4. Okay.
Okay.
Another person?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right, thank you. I've muted this as well, sir. Amidat.
Sir.
Okay, can I ask a question? Amidat. You can meet now, Amidat. You can meet now. Yes, Amidat. Can I ask a question now?
I.
Yes, Amidat. Ask a question.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay.
So I have
And we have what?
So I have question.
I asked a question now. Who is?
Amida, ask a
Okay.
question, please. Just take it. Let's take one by after the other. Amida, please take your question. Others, hold on, please. Yes, Amida.
Sir, I have a question.
You have a question? Okay. Thank you. Yes, I have here Hassan Fridaus. Hassan Fridaus, I'll take your question now.
Sir, please can you explain this question again?
Which one?
Which of them? Which of the question precisely?
The
The
one
last
on
one
the
solved
screen.
now.
The
Yes, the
one on
last
the
On the
one.
screen.
The one on the screen. Make
The
it
last one.
the last one. Okay. So this is what I solved. I solved B. I solved question B. All right. So the first thing you are going to do is you have to find the sides. Label the sides first. The side you are asked to find here is X. All right. Is X. And what is the name of that side? Hypotenuse. Then the other side you are given is 8. And what's the name of that side? Opposite. You are now going to say, okay, this is opposite and a hypotenuse. Once you have done that, you know, okay, opposite and hypotenuse, which of the SOH CAH TOA am I going to use? Please let me table. Some people are, I don't know, some people are so stubborn. Some people are writing on the screen. I don't like it. I hate it. Ah, why now? Simple instruction. You don't have to learn. Ah, is a big problem. Oh. It's a big problem if you cannot follow simple instruction. So there is a big problem. Oh. It's a big problem. So as I was saying, so we have identified that we are going to use so because we have O and H. Then we now write down the formula, which is sin theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Sin theta equals to what? Opposite over hypotenuse. Mr. Hassan, please unmute yourself, please. So there's background from your end. So that is opposite over hypotenuse. So the sin theta there is 40 degrees. That's the angle we are considering. While the opposite is 8 centimeters. That's why we have 8 there. Over the hypotenuse, which is x. That's what I did there. Then you now use calculator to find the value of sin 40. And that gives me 0.6428. Then I put it over 1 so that we can have two fractions on both sides of the equation. So we now cross multiply. X will go and multiply 0.6428. Then 1 will multiply 8. So that gives 0.6428x equals to 8. It is x we are looking for. We divide both sides by what? 0.6428. And when we divide that, that's what we're going to have, 12.4. Don't worry, I'm going to share with you question video that I recorded in the past, very well explained on this topic, Pythagoras Theorem, bearing and the angles of elevation and depression. So don't worry, it's not a problem. Just watch it several times, you get it. All right. I think that is that for tonight. And I can see some hands up. I don't want to put this thing on. Some people will abuse it. Okay. Let's have few people to talk now. To ask questions. Mr. Hassan, over to you.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Bonnie,
hello.
Bonnie, you can take a question now. Bonnie, you have to unmute now. You're allowed to talk now, Bonnie.
Talk.
Talk now.
Okay.
Okay. Pick another, call another person, please. Call another person. No
All
time.
right. Exactly. How I'm doing now. Ezekiel.
Be fast. Be fast.
Call another person.
Okay. Abdullah Modinat. Abdullah
Sir,
Be
Modinat.
fast. On
sir,
mute.
the
Ask a
first,
question.
so my question is the first one before the B, before the second question, the first example.
Yes.
There's no hypotenuse there. So how do we find it?
There's no hypotenuse there. I'm coming. Let me
Yes,
put
like
slide.
A, there's only an angle, like 35 degrees. There's no
Now.
hypotenuse.
I
So
said
how do
it.
we find it?
Wait. Don't disturb yourself. You only find what you have to find. You don't need the hypotenuse. You don't need the
Okay.
hypotenuse. So the question asks you to find x. And even with that, you can even find the hypotenuse if they ask you, because you have two sides there. You can find this hypotenuse. But that is not the question you have to do. You have to find the angle, not the hypotenuse. So that has been answered. Okay. Um Onye Kwelu, ask a question now. You can mute yourself and talk. Onye Kwelu.
Vincent. I think is not here.
Please be fast.
Okay, I think. All right, because of time, Aisha Alabi, let's call another person. Aisha Alabi.
Sir, I don't understand. Sir, I don't understand the talk as well. The first one, there is a square on the 27.
There's a square on the 27.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You mean this one? You mean this one?
Sir, I've not
Is it this one?
No, sir. No, sir.
Which
The
one?
upper one. The one's up.
Okay, it's not showing. Don't worry. I know what is happening. I'm already there. It is show now.
On YouTube.
It is still. I'm coming. Just hold on. Let me reshare my screen. Can you see the screen now?
So,
Can you see the screen now?
no, sir.
Can you see the screen now?
No, sir.
Okay, hold on.
Not yet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no, don't worry. It's network.
No, sir, I cannot see the screen.
It's network. Network.
Sir, I can't see
Network.
the screen.
I can't
Sir,
see
please,
the
what happened?
screen.
I can't see the screen, sir.
Sir, I can't see.
You can come.
I cannot see the screen, sir.
Ah,
Mr. Hassan, can you
I
see the
can see
screen?
it now.
The screen is on now. I can see the
I
screen
can see
now.
it now, sir.
The screen is on.
Sir, it is this one.
Host, you can mute yourself, sir.
And now, yeah.
Sir, it says the angle PAC equals 27 meters square.
Wait, I'm going. Something is happening. Someone is meeting me. What's happening?
Yes, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one meeting all.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, I am. Who has a question? Amida, right? So the square there on meters. You know, when you are looking for area, area is represented in meter square or centimeter square. It's not the 27 that is squared. It is the meter, the units. It is always in square units. Do you get my point?
Yes,
So
sir.
the square there is not on 27. You can see the square is on M, not on 27. Hope you got that right.
Okay, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, I think we can end the class here. We can end the class here so that you can go and sleep and get ready for your exam tomorrow.
Paper tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
No paper.
There's
No
no
paper
paper
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
No
Yes.
paper tomorrow, sir. No paper
What's
tomorrow.
up?
Like I said earlier on, kindly go to the platform to watch the replay video, and as well the assessment link that will be shared with you tonight for better understanding. And please practice those questions.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Then
Okay.
apart from that,
Thank you, sir.
not
And
thank you. Okay.
Hey, thanks,
Not
sir.
all
Thanks,
of
sir.